these two getting right on into it, but Greninja having the advantage, right, of that jump right, not being as much of a fast faller, being able to get away a little bit better from this Aegis when you really want to.
Bro, it took chat 2 seconds to start asking about side bets.
Side bet chat room? Side bet chat room?
A bunch of degenerate Smash players.
Hey, yo.
Hey, look, I'm just saying, if they put a prediction up, I'm not going to, not get involved. I've got channel points to win.
Listen, that's the most important thing at the end of the day, George. But, Cosmos, right, trying to find his way to this first stock, but not going to switch off of that Mythra at all just yet. Looking for the edge guard, has the opportunity to get here once again because of Greninja's flexibility and movement, opting to stay with the character that can better match that rather than the one that can just lock down these kills a little easier.
Yeah, you're still also very much in the feel your opponent out stage. That was a nice falling up air of the matchup, and it's tricky to do that when you've got two super fast characters who are dash dancing and playing like crazy, trying to bait you into doing something. So I think it makes sense. Start with the Mythra. You don't want to overcommit.
Yeah, this honestly feels a little bit like a melee matchup, not more than anything, just because of the speed at which these two characters can play, right? Ultimate, for better and for worse, is a little bit slower game than melee, but here, we're seeing these two characters that kind of start to bridge that gap with some of the high-octane pace of play they can play at, and you're seeing just the smallest micro spacings making the difference here between combo extensions, between these edge guards and ledge traps, and just a full-on reset.
I also love what Cosmos just did a second ago there that helped him get all of this advantage state that he's pulling right now. He got the parry, and what does he do? He goes directly into a roll to slow down Tarik's movement and then punish from a better stage position.
Yeah, and my friend, finding the stage position indeed. Cosmos has locked down center stage, left, right, and center, right? Giving Tarik the space to move, saying, hey, I can't necessarily contest some of that jump. Not trying to call out, and take control of these platforms as much against Greninja as he is just blocking things down and behind the lockout, but, they call it the Cosmos for a reason.
Cosmos, why? Why you gotta do your namesake like that, my guy?
Listen. The thing is, at the end of the day, right, if there ever was a character in Smash Bros. That was a lemming, it would be Aegis, right? She goes pedal to the metal, like nobody else, but then sometimes she just kind of gets forced to overcommit and has no way back when she does.
Cosmos was kind of cooking though, right?
Oh,
if
yeah,
that had
absolutely
worked, it was kind of sick.
It was cooking until it wasn't, right? Like,
I think the oven broke halfway through.
Yeah, you cooked so hard you blew the fuse, and now your electric oven just don't work no more.
It's okay. We go out to Home Depot. We get an extra one. We got 2 more stocks. Let's see if we can close this out.
Yes, sir. And Tarik, right, playing with borrowed time right now, all the way up at that 125 in the deep red, but has the opportunity for a potential kill confirm. Great DI for Cosmos to find his way out. Tarik, though, beating the drag down into the tech chase to find that coast to coast, push it back again. I'm going to fortune the platform, and what a stock! What a read from Tarik to close that out.
That was so good. You hardly ever see people use Hydro Pump in that offensive way like that. It's usually push them away. Okay, yeah, Cosmos does close it out. But Tarik made him work for it. Pulled out some chicanery on that last stock.
Dude, he was cooking. He was cooking. The drag down to set up a tech chase again, right? Very melee-esque. Not something you see a lot in Ultimate. You do see a couple players do it, right? Notably WebJP, light with that drag down forward air, right? But something we're still not seeing Greninja players implement all that often. Tarik locking it in there and getting read after read after read into the Hydro Pump, right? To force the checkmate scenario because notably doesn't have a hitbox. It's just the win box. So when you commit to up special, there's no getting out of it.
Yeah, did such a great job of using that offensively. But that's just one game. We're in best of 5 territory out here. Tarik really turned it up on that last stock using those exact things you were talking about. There's those drag down up airs, the jab resets as well, and now we are just in the full-on up air train. Early 66% coming out from Tarik.
And finding it, right, able to push you to the corner to boot. That being said, overextending on shield, so now Cosmo is going to find the grab and the offensive pressure here. It's now his turn to ledge trap, but he's going to force the overextension a little bit. Tarik, though, getting a little bit antsy in the corner, not able to find his way out, having to result to those good old frog legs to find a way back to the offensive. And this is a full-on scramble. These two just don't even want to play neutral right now.
Yeah, scramble's a great word for it. I feel like we're still in that first stock of the first game where they're feeling each other out, except this time they're not afraid to press some buttons on the way in.
Not at all, my friend. And I like that aggressive angle from Tarik back, right? Recognizing Cosmos hasn't been looking for these aggressive ledge shots, hasn't been looking for the Pythra down airs. The character kind of is known for, right, at this point in the meta. And so instead, just willing to take some of these aggressive angles back the stage and not get too tricky with it.
Yeah, Cosmos not beating the Mythra player allegations right now. Finally, though, the Pyra does come out trying to close out the stock, the exact things you were talking about. But we're not seeing a lot of that up air, down air shenanigans.
What?
Instead, the neutral B off stage. My man doesn't need the A button when he's got the option B select right there.
Listen, man, they say time is circular, and just like the Ouroboros, he went back to the day one this late in the meta and found success.
That was crazy.
Right, that neutral special to stall all the active hitbox that just makes you blow on up. Doing a great job with it. Now, though, by resetting back to neutral, and again, you see Cosmos finding that center circle like there's no tomorrow. He will always reset back there. He is a stage positioning player if there's ever been one.
Yeah, stage positioning has been crucial already. You can see just that little thing. Once Tarik got center stage, it forced Cosmos into a slightly awkward position, gave him the opportunity to set up that kill confirm. 75%, nothing to sneeze at, but we saw how quickly he racked up 66 on that first stuff.
I love the idea from Tarik there, right, to try and intercept that side special from Aegis, but not able to do so. So now it's going to be Cosmos, right, from that one hit, finds a juggle, gets forced into an overextension though, so now Tarik trying to find it back. I like the defense from Cosmos. They're playing patiently on the platform to force that back off and reset, but Tarik doesn't know what that means. He is just pressing this advantage over and over again until it gets flipped back on him.
They are being so aggressive. Cosmos again swinging. He pulls out that Pyra just for that 1-2 hits, using it the bread and butter classic way. You talked about the day one meta a minute ago. We are seeing the same thing in Cosmos' game plan there, and already 53% coming out from this Mythra.
Yeah, man, that's one of the things I love about Smash Bros, right? Is you see the day ones, right, and we're like, oh, there's counterplay, right? But it's really counterplay is trend. And so you'll see that as you get late enough in the meta, you start to see some day ones come back because the counterplay to the rest of the meta is actually to just go back to the beginning. And speaking of, Cosmos going for the early up special, finding the special ball all the way back to the legend. Tarik getting caught off guard, but sometimes you just gotta kick him.
You just gotta get Das Boot comes out, hit him with the frog legs. Hope you got an appetite tonight.
Man, it's a man or a Muppet because, those frog legs don't come cheap.
Okay, back to the Mythra. Maybe feeling like he's not quite comfortable with getting the kill yet. You are in your last stock. He's got to be a little bit more careful fishing for those. But this is an interesting decision that he has to make here. How long does he stay on the Mythra?
And I mean, from what we've seen, right, it's going to be a ride or die for the most part. I like that switch there, though, because stuck in disadvantage, right, wants to find the slightly heavier character, not the fastball, but also the character that can find a more explosive reversal, the one that makes you more scared to go up and contest aggressively, because that one hit can be the game launched away. Right, there it is once again. Cosmos trying to find that one hit from center stage, and the next one, Lentini is going to do it.
That down air almost doing it right there. Speaking of, Blazing End's gonna put you in the corner. We saw what happened last time, but this time, Cosmos, what an answer. He knew Tarik wanted to swing. He wanted to set up a kill confirm. And so what does he do? He just pulls out the Beyblades and he lets it rip.
And these are two forms of one sword, right? If there's ever been a metal fusion, the time is now, Lentini. Cosmos, all cylinders go here. Up 2-0 over Tarik. This frog needs to dig deep because water should beat fire, but that hasn't been the answer just yet.
Look, didn't you read the manga? It's not about type advantage. It's about the heart of the cards or something. I don't know. I didn't read it.
Yeah, sir, you just referenced Beyblade, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Within 30 seconds. You're telling me you don't read it or watch it, and we all know you're a liar. Even chat.
Oh yeah, how you doing, chat? I hope everybody's having a great time tonight. It's always awesome seeing y'all involved with the predictions, just enjoying some good old-fashioned Smash. And this is just a precursor. We have got a crazy weekend ahead of us.
And speaking of crazy, right, that fade back in neutral air from Cosmos was intentionally let Tarik fall out to find that reset. It wasn't quite a drag down, but just, again, using that air drift to his advantage. Now again, resetting back to neutral, like utilizing these platform height, but a very creative, aggressive shadow sneak from Tarik, and then the hydro bump as well. He is cooking right now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think stole that broken oven from Cosmos and made it work, because Tarik is on another level all of a sudden, but it gets scary as soon as you get in that situation, right? The one strong hit from Pythra and you're just dead.
Ooh, I like that shuriken attempt, but Cosmos so creative at the ledge, utilizing that hit stun multiplier, right? Not able to kind of find a way out of that up special with the 599 character to his advantage. Trying to do it again just there. Tarik almost getting caught with a stock loss at 4%.
Yeah, almost let it be you, but not quite. Misses the up air. Mythra is a little bit skinny, and Tarik, I think, scared of overextending and losing that true combo. But as a result, now you're back in this neutral. Finally closes it out. That is pivotal for Tarik if he wants to come back into this set.
Yeah, and that is the bread and butter, right? Greninja kill confirmed there that Tarik used to close it on out. But these water kunai, man, you need to find something else up your sleeve. You gotta be the tricky ninja you're known to be if you want to find a way back into this one, because Cosmos has been running the table. Every answer that Tarik feels like he has, every time he gets a read just like that, Cosmos finds a way back and answers back twofold.
I feel like we've been entering these situations more and more on the ledge where Cosmos is cornered by Tarik, and then Tarik isn't able to convert. We saw like game one, he was really strong on that, and Cosmos is finding those opportunities to just safely jump out and take center stage.
And part of that is, like, Greninja is a character that relies so much on reads, mix-ups, tech chases, that you have to be playing so on point. And your biggest benefit is your ability to move better than your opponent, both your ground speed and that jump height. However, Age is able to really contest you with a lot of that, plus the sword to boot. Makes it very hard for you to set up what you want, and even though Tarik had the right call out, Cosmos is able to use that blade to his advantage.
And Cosmos has mix-ups. That's part of it as well. Of course, he's got the tools with his character. I think that character might be dead right now. We'll see.
Lentini, he was dead the first time around, but Tarik just wins with 1, 2, 3 for good measure.
It's like a warm-up, you know?
Speaking of warm-up, my friend, I mean, Tarik just trying to get warmed up right now in this last stock situation, but will it be enough? Cosmos only needs one more stock to move on to grand finals, but right now it's been the Tarik show. Cosmos getting his opportunity, Lentini. However, that one hit.
I see some people in chat who are real excited right now. They bet a lot of channel points on this win for Cosmos. He's looking fantastic. This is Tarik's last opportunity on winner's side to get himself on the board.
However, Lentini, this last stock has been entirely Tarik. The whole set long has just felt like the Cosmos show, but now those stars are starting to blink out. Eric is trying to find a way back down. He knows that he's felt like he had this one in the bag to get on the board. He cannot let it slip through his fingers.
Ooh. 80%. I mean, Tarik absolutely has some opportunities here. He's starting to build up the rage, but I mean, I see you shaking your head a little bit there. I don't know either. It's getting dicey.
Okay, I love that down tilt from Cosmos, right? Just throwing out the active hitbox. He gets the down air, up air, confirm, and just like that, pop him down, pop him back up, and see you later, Cosmos booking the ticket to grand finals. Tarik gonna head down to loser's side, and that's not a guarantee you're gonna make it much further at all, because this bracket is filled with killers, a true slaughterhouse indeed.
Yeah, let's see who else we got going on the loser's side. Yo, what's up, everybody? I love this side camera. How y'all doing today? We have got.
It just means, George, that while you're